Are you in?
Yes.
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Mhm.
I'm getting some feedback. I can't hear you on my earpod. My earpod. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
All right. Now I can hear you clear.
Okay.
You can hear me clear. Audio good. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So you want to introduce yourself?
Hi. First time being on my mom's channel other than her posting a video of mine. My name is Vernon. I go by Seek Benji. That's SEEKBENJI on all platforms. And yeah, you tuned in with the what's
Mm-hmm.
your show called?
The
What is
mix,
this?
the mix, the mix,
Oh,
young
the
fella.
mix, the mix, the mix.
Come on in. If you coming on in, hit that like. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, Seek Benji, thank you for joining me on this live. I just wanted to get a young person's perspective on a couple topics. Won't keep you long, won't keep you long. Have you heard of Deion Sanders, Coach Prime?
Um, yes, I'm familiar with the name, but as far as him, well, I'm familiar with his background a little bit. I know he was an athlete, but I'm
Top tier.
me being the person that I am, I'm not too big into sports, but yes, I'm familiar with the name.
Oh, okay, well, Coach Prime, he's been a hot topic all weekend. And lately, especially like I said, over the weekend, he's a great player, legendary, the GOAT, one of the top tier athletes from my generation. You know, I'm here to school you a little bit, youngin,
Mhm.
school you a little bit.
Mhm.
He's top tier player, the GOAT, professional athlete from NFL, baseball, all of that good stuff. But what sticks out the most to me about Deion Sanders, because I can go on and on about his legendary Deion Sanders. When you coming on in here, you guys hit that like for your girl to mix. But I can go on and on all day about Deion Sanders. But and this would be a 2-3 hour show. So I'm gonna
Oh
leave it at
wow.
that. Yeah, he's that legendary. He's that
Hmm.
legendary.
Do you
So
have a
what
Deion Sanders jersey? I want to ask you by any chance. Are you like, is that one of your favorite players?
Yeah, old school wise, but no, I don't have a jersey. I used to have his shoes, rocket sneakers. So
Oh, he got shoes?
he used to have shoes back in the day. Yeah, Nikes.
Oh, wow.
Google them. That was back in the day. Deion Sanders. Yeah.
Mm.
Um. So what are your thoughts on his parenting style? He has a unique parenting style. What are your thoughts on his parenting style? Family is very important to you, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it
You you
is. I mean, that's
you kind of
something.
has you hesitating.
No. I didn't hesitate. I just had to think about what you had. What the question was. Um. Yes. Family is something that I value. It's important to me, and it
Yeah.
seems like he's real family oriented from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, he has a unique style with his kids, and I think that draws a lot of people in overall. I mean, I guess it's safe to say it draws a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
into in terms of his just not only skill set, but his personality and his parenting style. To me,
Right.
is
Right.
top
Right.
tier as well. And sometimes people do things for show, for the internet, for clicks, for baits, but who Primetime is, that's who he's always been. And this is just
Okay.
my opinion. So from his parenting style, he has like five kids, three boys, and two of them are playing, college football. But he's really tight knit with his kids. What do you say about that? Do you think that's very important for a father to have a solid relationship with their kids at a younger age, and that translate into their high school years and their college years? Do you think that that should that's important and it should happen
Of
in
course,
terms of parenting?
of course. I mean, it takes two to create one. So you know what I mean. Him being a father and a pretty good father figure from what I've seen, that I know that that's going to really play an effect on his kids and just their growth and development in life. Yeah, that just his role as far as an athlete. I know he separates that from being, a father. And with that being said, I can just tell that he he's pretty in tune with just, on their side, but as far as taking care of the business too. But like I said, I can see that he's an involved parent, and on top of that, with him being because I see he's coaching now. So on top of him being a parent and an active parent at that, and a coach, that's something that's, it's pretty amazing to me. Because I mean, I don't have any kids as of right now, but I can just tell that that's something that, it's not easy being a father. So with him having that balance of just the two, that's something that's really important. I can tell that his kids would be affected by that. So in a positive way, which is also good. It seems like he's setting his kids up to be in the right position. So yeah,
Right, absolutely. Give me a second. I'm here. I'm getting some. Having some issues.
feedback.
I'm now I'm
Okay,
having issues with my earpiece.
audio. Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. So, okay, I respect what you said, and I agree. And also with Deion Sanders and his coaching, and most importantly, his parenting style. Um, he's been a single father for a long period of time.
Oh,
He
I didn't
has
know
two.
that.
Yeah, he has two ex-wives. So to blend his kids, he has two kids by his oldest, his first wife, and three kids by his second wife, ex-wife. They're both ex-wives, obviously. But
Hmm.
with that being said, you never would think that the kids are separated; they're a unit. So what would
Mm.
you what can you say to that? As far as a father being able to bridge the gap, and although they have separate moms, it's like they have one mom. And I think, in my opinion, it's because the father sets the tone for that type of energy, that relationship, the molding, the foundation of blending the kids together. Like, we as one. I don't care if your mother is here and your mother's there. We as one. And it's their blood anyway, obviously. But so
Hmm.
what would you say to that? Is that important? Because you're young, is that important?
Of course. I mean, I kind of, and I'm not here to bash anybody or nothing like that or slander any names, but it kind of makes me think of Nick Cannon's situation with just how he has multiple kids from the stories that I've read out in the media. And I don't know if he's in all of his kids,
But
like
you know what? Let me interject really quickly. I don't think Nick Cannon is a fair comparison to the
I'm
great,
I
to the
wasn't saying,
legendary. No,
I'm
no,
just
we
saying,
can't we can't do
I'm
that to the legend. No,
I
no
wasn't
disrespect to Nick Cannon.
I wasn't
No
disrespecting Dion,
disrespect.
or I wasn't, trying to, like I just said, I wasn't trying to slander anybody or anything like that. It was just a comparison on having kids by, and I'm not saying
No,
Dion
Nick
Sanders
Cannon
because
has kids about
15, I
about 20
understand that,
different
but
women,
but the
about
but
50
the
different women.
but you know
Nick
what I
Cannon
mean. It's the fact that, okay, even still with him, with Dion having what different, mothers
two,
of
only two,
the
two
baby moms
ex-wives,
or whatever like that,
ex-wives.
and
They were
still
wives.
could include, all of his children together and actually have a bond and form a connection with them, that speaks values. That's really something that's important. And I'm not a father yet, so I really don't have much to say about
You
just
don't have to be a
uh, uh,
father.
uh,
You
uh, uh,
you what give us a little bit about your background, without going into details. I mean, aren't you a product of divorced parents, blended family,
yes.
regardless of culture, I think some of us, if not all or most of us, probably may have some experience in that type of, that background, that type of background,
Yeah,
blended
but
family type,
the only
divorce.
the point I was just trying to make is that regardless of the mistakes that he's made with being with multiple women, or because I'm pretty sure
I
he
wouldn't
didn't
say
have it.
mistakes.
But I'm only saying that in reference to, I'm pretty sure he didn't have it in his mind to where, okay, he would have three different baby mamas. Is what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that that what he's doing, and incorporating those kids in his life, regardless of them having
Have a
different
different,
mothers and everything
right.
like that, and still being family oriented at the end of the day, that's important. That speaks value. That just shows that he's a loving and caring father. And the only thing I was just trying to say with Nick Cannon is, like, I can only imagine how hard it is with him having 15, and trying to 15 children and trying to incorporate all of them in the same household, or just, trying to have that connection with them as a father. You know what I mean? That's
That
all I
it would
was
be
just trying to
difficult.
say. It
Okay,
would
it
be
would be
difficult, but
very
it's just like
challenging.
you can still make that happen, I'm pretty sure, but it's with me not being a father, I can't, really
Speak
say
to that.
or exactly. That's all I was just trying to say. No shame in both of them because they're both successful. So
All
yeah.
right, all right. So how would you say your background, or maybe your a little bit of your experience, your life experience? How would you say that you can kind of relate in a sense when it comes to the dynamics of a blended family and
Yeah, because I have
but
a
so
brother who isn't, like, I wouldn't call him extended, but I know that he's not immediate like how my other blood brothers are, because my father had, you know, children with my mother, but we all have a connection in a way. But with
but
him being the extent,
do you believe the father sets the tone, or the mother, or both parents,
it's
or
both parents. I'm not just gonna say, I wouldn't just say it's the father. It's both. Like I said, it takes two to make the one. So it's like I wouldn't just really put, it all on a father as far as forming a connection and having that bond within, the relationship of his kids. But that plays a very big part, is what I'm trying to say. And as far as me, I know that, like, my experiences with my brothers, like, yeah, my and I'm not here to, shame my dad either, because I love my dad. And I love my dad, but it's just like,
oh
with his
yeah, speak for
situation,
yourself.
it's 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 funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny seeing, the brothers I have, because he just recently had a baby, but it's not from my mother. And it
Yeah, it's
it's
not my
it, it
child. It's
it's
not my child,
funny.
y'all.
It's funny, but, like, at the same time, it's all I can really do is respect it, with him being an
Why is it
adult,
funny to you?
because this
Because
isn't somebody that I'm seeing on a day-to-day basis. I don't have a connection, I mean, with,
oh,
this individual. And granted,
okay.
he's a baby at the moment, but it's just like, even still, I'm still learning my other brother Keyshawn. It's just, the do's and don'ts. It's
Well, the
different
thing
when you grow
is
up in the
that
household.
let me.
It's different. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's different when you grow up in a household, and you all are there, instead of, okay, I
One
see
person
him
here,
on
one person
weekends.
there. One,
Exactly. I see him on weekends, or I see him, twice a month. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. It hit different.
but
Like,
if you, but to piggyback a bit, if the father, in my opinion, is the head, regardless of where all the kids are spread out at, the father has a central location, meaning, i.e., we're gonna say the father's home. to bridge to bring everybody together. Why isn't that? I mean, sort of kind of like what Deion Sanders does with his kids, and they automatically gravitate and want to be around him. If the father doesn't set that tone,
I
then
mean,
you
he
would
must be
have,
doing something right then if they want to gravitate towards
yeah,
him, you
they
know?
do. Yeah, not to say that they don't be around their moms or whatever, but it's more so, they under their father's programs, and so to speak. And I'm not saying like athletics
Exactly.
as a just strictly sports or whatever, but just that energy, that knowledge, that love, what a father's supposed to bring, whatever. But one more thing about Deion Sanders, he ranks his kids. This is funny. He ranks his kids. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
So he ranks them by who's number one at the present time or whatever time, a day or month it is, who's on the list. Okay, coming from a mother's perspective, how would you rank you and your siblings? Coming from me, 3. How would you rank? What number are you? What do you feel your number is?
I'm 2. I'm the middle child.
No, I'm
So
saying far as favorite.
I don't really do the favoritism.
No, it's not.
I
It's not. It's for fun. It's for itch and
I
giggles. Itch and
I I
giggles.
I
Like
know,
not
but
favoritism, but like ranking. Like I like you. It could be I like you. It don't have to be the favorite. It's like who's number one
well,
out of the
if
3.
you want me to be sincere about it, I see it like this. With Caleb being the youngest as of now, I feel that he's number one, especially because he's the top priority in your life. You know, you don't really have to take care of anybody else. I'm an adult, so
Who's number 2?
and
You
I
said
would
you and your other
I
sibling.
I I would say Jamon.
Oh, you
Jamon is
put
number
yourself in
two.
third place?
Yeah, I'd put myself in third place only because of and I'm not trying to, I guess, slander myself or anything like that, but just I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But yeah, I honestly feel like I'm the third. I'm the third. So yeah.
All right, that's fair ranking. And do I concur with that ranking? I don't know. I ain't gonna say I plead the fifth. Is that fair, or do you really want me to give my opinion about your
I
rankings?
mean, go ahead, give your opinion. Let the viewers know how you feel,
Oh
and
wow,
also
you
me.
say
So
why you saying it like that?
I'm just curious.
Oh,
So what
let's
would
say
you rank us as?
you know what I just was asking you, but you gave me the answer. So, I would say you know what? Okay, yeah, as of today, because the rankings could change, right? The rankings can change.
Mm-hmm.
As of today, I concur. I agree. I concur with your ranking.
Got it. Got it.
As of today, it could change next week. It could change next month. It's not a
True.
consistent ranking. Yeah. So,
True. True.
all right.
I won't hold that against you.
All right. You know what? That's maturity for you. I love that.
Mm.
Okay. Let me segue into this topic. I know it's sensitive. We kind of discussed it a little bit. R. Kelly. I received. I received the. I don't know if you can see this. Can you?
No,
Not
you
really.
probably gotta tap your screen to
The
dimming
brightness.
the brightness a little bit.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but you gotta do it like while you're facing me with the camera, if that's possible.
Um, I'm gonna go back into my email. What's my email?
Mom, I told you I didn't want to talk about this
Is
man and
this is
his
just a little bit.
situation.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Okay. I received this. I'm gonna go over it. Just some excerpts. On the 7th of September, I received an email from YouTube about my channel with this R. Kelly short I posted. We wanted to let you know that the privacy settings for your YouTube short has been switched to unlisted because the video you sampled audio from has either been deleted or opted out by its original creator. We're doing this because we give creators control over how their original content shows up on YouTube. When creators remove or opt out, the original creations from YouTube, we automatically mute sample audios from the shorts that that remix those videos.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I have the option to either download it and remix it and sample another audio, attach it to it, or YouTube is going to delete it within 30 days. So that'll be around October 7th. Because the original video creator deleted their video, I might not have permission to re upload the short to YouTube with the original sample audio. Instead, consider changing the audio. So that's what they're saying. So with something like this, I think YouTube has been rolling out a lot of the changes for creators and things of that nature. How do you feel about certain music being muted? Maybe either for this or because this is R. Kelly is a sensitive topic, and in my opinion, I'm not sure who because the song was. I think it was He Saved Me. He Saved Me. That was the song
Mm-hmm.
attached to the short. So beautiful song. I thought it was from the original person because it was attached to YouTube for me to sample. So
Who's the original person, if you
like the
don't mind me asking?
it was attached to YouTube. So that's a whole nother subject to explain
And
because
this
they
is
have
R.
like
Kelly's music. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I'm trying to
meaning
just
that
follow along.
yeah, meaning that I could use it. I could use his audio for my short. So and I did that, but it came up as a copyright claim. So I'm wondering, is it a because R. Kelly does have a lot of lawsuits going on, civil
That's
wise,
mm-hmm.
um, and whoever owned that particular audio, maybe they opt out of YouTube using it, which affects my channel.
I think yeah, it has to be
And
something
then
like
if it's like something legal going on behind the scenes, because I think, to my understanding, which I don't agree with, these lawsuits against R. Kelly, I do not agree with that. That's just me, my opinion. And they're going after his money in terms of his music, because if they're
well,
going after his
I honestly believe it has something
civil
to do
wise,
with the label. You know,
okay,
different as
because he
artists. You
owes
know,
too.
there's
And,
exactly,
and then if
and
somebody is suing you, they can go after
it
whatever
it
type of
it could
property you have.
exactly, and we don't know if he has signed the contract to whomever that he's done business with.
To
But
pay off
that could
debts or whatever.
yeah, exactly, that could definitely play a huge part in it, with his situation being right now, as far as currently. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. Wow, I'm shocked to hear that.
So what do you, with you being an artist, what do you feel, how do you feel about your
um
original works being used on some of these platforms? Would you okay that? Would you want to
I
be
mean,
would you want to capitalize off, you don't want everybody using your stuff without permission? I mean, it looks like that's what they're trying to crack down on a
I
lot
don't.
of these different platforms because it's a copyright thing. So if you are the owner, original owner, creator, you have the masters, everything, and your stuff is just out there and people using it and profiting off of it from these different channels, how would you feel? I
I
mean,
mean, it would be
it could be a
differently
situation
if
like that too.
I mean, it would be differently like if I just publicly. Well, I mean, because once you publicly, excuse me, once you publicly release a song, and it's just out there in the world, anybody can do whatever they really want with it. But it'd be different if
I don't think that's
this
true
was.
if they get caught.
Uh,
Meaning, when I say caught, meaning they could get, a copyright claim and somebody say, hey, you using my stuff.
yeah, no,
Stop.
I mean, that's different too.
That's
It's just
money.
like. That's what I was going to go into. It's different when an artist is investing into their craft and they actually you know, put the work into making a iconic song, or even if it's just a song, just on a random. But it's a difference, I guess, when, like I said, you investing into yourself as an artist and you becoming big. But I would honestly think with if you're at an amateur level and you're releasing music, you'd want people to you know
Sample it
actually
to get it
sample,
out there.
or yeah, get it, because
Uh,
that's coming back to you. So it's just like that's why I honestly feel like it has something to do with the legal issues that he's going through right now, and probably a deal that he signed to some paperwork. But I like being an artist, you know, and somebody using your stuff, like, cause I know I have a buddy of mine who produces, and he don't want everybody using his beats, and he has an issue with it when he uploads it, you know, publicly, you know, for everybody to listen, and he find his beats on, you know, somebody's page or somebody doing a gaming video and everything like that. Like it's happened before.
So
So
how does he feel about that? You say he doesn't like it,
he
right?
he doesn't like it, but what he's done to handle the situation, I believe there's certain platforms to where you can put snippets of your music on, to
Right.
where, okay, you won't
Clips
get
and
the full
snippets.
song exactly. You only get 15 seconds unless you buy it. So that's what, you know, I'm piggybacking on what I said. Just once you release something publicly, and you know, it's just you want to go ahead and do your own thing, then go for it. But I can see a difference in an artist actually, you know, investing into their craft and having this music on a platform to where he wants people to buy it, and then you got people out there who are trying to leak it, or you know, or you know, just have it out there. So yeah, it's you just have to respect the artistry and the craftsmanship at that point. But I know with
so you're saying that they're new up and coming artists, they don't really stress about it as
because
much as
it's
those
coming
who
back
are
to them.
established.
Exactly.
So before you know it, they name get out there, and somebody probably will want to work with them and this and that.
Exactly.
So basically, with the R. Kelly situation, so opinion, maybe something's going on behind the scenes financially because of all those lawsuits coming against him, which free R. Kelly. I don't agree with that, and hopefully those lawsuits will get overturned or whatever. It's a lot of stuff to unravel with his cases anyway from a criminal perspective, but or two, like you said, the owner of that actual song, they just opt out, like YouTube, quote unquote, said they opt out of YouTube using sampling, you know, their stuff on a platform for anyone to use. So,
yep.
Okay. One last thing, censorship. We was just kind of touched on that just a little bit, but let me play this audio for you. Elon Musk, with how he feels about censorship, and I just want your take on that.
Freedom of speech and freedom of expression. There was a lot of censorship. Some of it was obvious, a lot of it was hidden.
Okay, everyone, come on in. If he was the owner of Twitter, I was hired Canadian citizens, despite Canada being part of sometimes their audience from an engagement or something to probably a fact check committee. Trying to play this video. Okay, here you go.
She's supposed to make the right decision if they don't have the right information. You know, if they're being misled,
can you hear it?
Or information's been withheld.
To see if I'm on the mark, which I don't, you know, and it also depends on who creates the studies and all of that. But I believe, in my opinion, that it's number one.
That there was lack of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. There was a lot of censorship. Some of it was obvious, a lot of it was hidden.
As far as elections, as far as this full clip.
What was the biggest impetus to buying Twitter? I was growing increasingly concerned that there was lack of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. There was a lot of censorship. Some of it was obvious, a lot of it was hidden. How people are actually supposed to make the right decision if they don't have the right information. You know, if they're being misled or important information has been withheld. Free speech is only relevant if we allow people that you don't like to say things you don't like. Otherwise, it loses all meaning.
Okay, you guys. You hear that? What he said about free speech? What stuck out to me, he says free speech is irrelevant if you allow someone, what did you say? Full clip, and in my opinion, that is number one in terms of impact. Reaction and this full clip.
What was the biggest impetus to buying Twitter? I was growing increasingly concerned.
Can you just briefly tell me what he's trying to say? Cause I have to go in a little bit.
Right decision if they don't have the right information. You know, if they're being misled or important information has been withheld. Free speech is only relevant if we allow people that you don't like to say things you don't like. Otherwise, it loses all meaning.
Free speech is only relevant free speech is only relevant if you don't like people to say things that you don't like. You get it? It's only relevant because it's free speech. If you don't like people that I don't like, they might say something that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
That's free speech. As opposed to me saying, just because I don't like you and you said something I don't like, so now I want to shut you up. That's not free speech.
Right.
That's the point. That's the way I'm interpreting this. So what do you think about that? Because that's why he said that's one of the reasons why he purchased X. Well, now X, known as X, formerly known as Twitter.
I don't really have much to say about that, but I do know that with the freedom of speech that we have as citizens of the United States of America, um, I enjoy it. I just don't like the whole cancel culture thing, and I don't feel like.
But that's your
With,
generation.
yeah, I know, but that plays along with the freedom of speech because it's just like, regardless of how you feel, shouldn't shut any opportunities out for you or just
messing with people's livelihoods and all of that.
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
I respect that.
And it seems like that kind of plays a part in freedom of speech as of now. So
I can do nothing but agree. Absolutely, it does. It does. But yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. Elon Musk basically was saying that.
I like his cars. I plan on getting a Model X one day. So yeah.
I hope you extend the purchase this way.
Maybe. See
right,
if I become the first on a Sun list. Number one.
That'll get you up in the rankings. Yes.
Yeah, huh?
That'll get you up in the rankings. I think it definitely.
A car, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you for your time, son. Seek Benji. Right. If you guys want to go ahead and head on over to his channel, it'll be in my description section. I'm going to add him. I'll check out his music. Thank you for your time. Lyricist alert.
Thank
artist.
you. Thank
telling
you.
You guys, he's the truth. Listen to his music. I will not steer you wrong. I'm one who loves great lyrics and good music and all of that. So this is history in the making, you guys. So
thank you for having me on your channel.
Thank you for taking your time.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah. And thank you for taking your time out your night. And we will talk to you guys soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Those who came through. Talk to you guys soon. Drop some comments.
Peace. That's SEEK. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. That's SEEKBENJI on all platforms and social medias. Get at me, follow me, hit me up if you want a feature. So yeah.
All right, you guys. Talk to y'all soon, and we out. Bye.
Peace.